So if you want to grab like table 21.
We hope that this event tonight will provide you with a little bit of information about the work of Mission Behind Bars and beyond. We're a nonprofit organization committed to reducing the rate of recidivism here in Kentucky.
I too want to thank everybody for being here and taking the time out on a Friday evening to learn about the joy that we have experienced in this program and this ministry as lives continue to be transformed. I'm grateful to God for leading and directing our work in the lives of those that we serve and in the dedication of the members of our board of Mission Behind Bars and beyond. Through the work that we do, we reveal God's mercy and God's compassion, God's care, and also create a vision of what God's justice kingdom looks like.
Okay, I want to introduce you to Sherry Black. Sherry Black is just an inspirational story. She came to us through our church at New Life in Christ. She came from the Kentucky Department of Corrections, and her story is just remarkable. But she will get into all those details. But she came to us from KCIW, I think it was, Women's Correctional Facility. Came to Dearson House, and there's where she met Pastor D. And from there, as you know, that's the rest of the story. Because once she met Pastor D, it was on. You know, it was good. And so Sherry came through one of our mentor groups in Lexington, Kentucky, and worked with LaVise and me and a couple other people. And she has just done very, very well. She completed recovery programs and things like that. And she recently completed our mentor training program, and she will become one of our mentors here in the near future.
God is so good. So, you know, like I said, I told you the sad darkness so that you can see even through the tears the light that I'm in today. Because I live in an apartment. I drive my little red Monster Miata all over Lexington. I love it. It's got a black convertible top, and I throw that top down and I'm gone. I drive to Urban and I see those babies, and my husband's gotten us approved to buy a house. And I'm off parole. I served my time. I'm satisfied the state of Kentucky and Department of Corrections. I have an amazing story that I'm nervous to do it, but if my story can help somebody else, and if my story and my success can help this organization that has done so much for me and that I love so dearly, then I'll stand and cry all day long. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. My family, I pray, will be in my life forever and ever. Amen.
We can all say that we know what it means to succeed. We've paid a price to be in a place where we want to be. But tonight, we want to reintroduce a new place to you. It's a place called significance. It's that place where Sherry's moving as she says, I have made it, but I want to reach back and help someone who's on their journey. It's that place that those of us who may have never been there begin to say, but I want to help someone bounce back from there. That's what this card is all about. It's an opportunity to take your place among the significant.
My name is John Mark Hack. I've been a board member of Mission Behind Bars and Beyond for 8 years, and am deeply grateful for that. And I'm really grateful that all of you are here. Grateful for Sherry and her story and what she means to us, what she means to her family. We're living in extraordinary times in the Commonwealth because for the first time in my memory, and maybe in yours too, state government is taking notice of our prison population, the incidence of recidivism, what that means to the families of the Commonwealth, what that means to our communities, and the state government's taking some unprecedented steps to address that issue. I'm grateful in my day job, I work in state government, and I had the opportunity to work on a bill that you may have heard about, has to do with your driver licenses and your ability to fly. Well, we got that done. But one thing we were able to include in that is the authority for my department to go to Department of Corrections facilities and process applications for identification cards and driver licenses for inmates with scheduled release dates.
That's good.
And so rather than spending 4 months trying to get an ID card or a driver license, it's going to be handed to them as a membership card to society again.
Right now, our occupational licensing boards, many of them have automatic bans. If you have a felony, you can't even apply for an occupational license to cut my hair. So that will no longer exist with Senate Bill 110. That is legislation that has been out there for years. That does not mean that a board of licensure cannot deny a license if they feel like the person's not a good risk, or if perhaps you committed a murder while you were cutting someone's hair, and that doesn't seem like a good thing to let you do anymore. They can certainly deny you having a license. But we are going to remove the automatic ban. I watched Governor Bevin sign into law, sign into executive order, policy for state, fair chance employment. So if you are applying for a state job, there is no more box to check on your application. So that doesn't apply to private businesses, but in the Commonwealth, we believe that if we lead by example, then other businesses will follow. And we think that taking that box off, again, you can deny someone a job if you don't think their record warrants them having the job, but at least you're going to give them an opportunity to come and interview and make their case to you. There's all kinds of wonderful things in this bill that I think you all, as people who believe in reentry and redemption and second chances, third chances, fourth chances, will be proud of. We're trying to think outside of the box as far as incarceration. We're trying to give an opportunity for jails to run reentry centers so we can help with that transition. So you spent 15 years in prison, maybe we'll send you to a jail where we can step you down, give you some more programming, get you ready to go out.
I have a family in Christ in heaven. I know that. I've known that since I was this tall. But I have a family here that's on earth that's more important at this moment, because I know God is with me in them. They showed me how to love again and showed me how to love myself. Just one of the most amazing things about this group is that they know what you need, and they give it to you. If it's a job or transportation or a home or medical care, or in my case, just love. They offer it. I've been blessed in my life to make some money, and I gave money to charities, and I had no idea where it went. I didn't know who it affected or how it affected someone else's life. But now I know. And now you know. Because of your love, your generosity, your time, your money, your spirit, your prayers, your thoughts. This is where this helped me. I'm eternally grateful to all of you. And I only know 5 of you. But I'll never forget any one of you because you gave me something I always needed. And I don't know how to say thank you.